Girls, I just wanted to say thank you so much for working so hard on this project these past few months. I know we're all very tired, but this is our last preschool we're visiting. So we're visiting Cherry Hearts today.
Today we get to spend the entire day there trying to justify all the reviews.
Yeah, thankfully we're almost done. I've been so exhausted going through countless websites.
So I know we're all very tired, but let's try to stay focused and figure out why everybody puts Cherry Hearts at the top of their list. And always be thorough, okay?
Yes, Madam Macy, we'll grill them today. Emily, who are we meeting today?
So today we're meeting with Miss Emma, who's the head of public relations here at the Cherry Hearts headquarters. She's going to take us to meet Miss Sonia Lim, who's the managing director.
We're also going to be allowed to film and play with the kids.
Yay!
But just remember, our goal here today is to figure out why Cherry Hearts is the best, so let's all stay focused, okay?
Yes, Madam Macy.
Guys, look, it's Miss Emma.
Hi.
Macy, thanks for your confidence in our brand, and we are very excited to have you all here today.
Thanks, Emma. Well, I know the team and I are all really excited to be here at Cherry Hearts today.
I know how hard it was for our parents to try to find this good preschool.
Where I'm from, there's a lot of emphasis on the importance of early childhood education.
Yeah, that's similar to the US, but my mom managed to find a really good preschool for me back in the States.
Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Come, let's go.
Hi girls! Hi! Welcome to Cherry Heights. Come take a seat please.
Thank you.
Welcome to Cherry Heights. Thank you everyone for coming to do this to help the society and help the Malaysian mother.
This has been such a great learning experience for me, but I kind of wanted to know a little bit more about how it all started.
I spent a lot of time looking for a preschool for my daughter 15 years ago, but eventually I couldn't find a good one.
So what school did you eventually put them in?
Actually none. Later, we was relocated to Singapore, so we found Cherry Hearts. So my kids ended up nurtured well in Singapore Cherry Hearts.
So how did it influence you to bring this Singapore-based international brand Cherry Hearts to Malaysia?
Yeah, I realized that Malaysian kids deserve good early childhood education in a secure, safety and a healthy environment.
That is why our vision as a group is to bring the best in early childhood education for our Malaysian parents.
So you lived in Singapore but started the first center in Johor Bahru. Was it difficult having children who still went to elementary school in Singapore?
Yeah, I travel almost daily to Malaysia for 8 years to make sure we achieve the highest qualities possible. And we have 3 promises to parents. I let Miss Emma to explain in details.
Well, in every center, they must live up to these 3 promises. Number 1, the teachers must always love the children. Number 2, they must treat the child as their own child. And number 3, we promise to never ever physically hurt the child.
So it's been 10 years since Cherry Hearts first started in Malaysia. What's been the most gratifying thing for you?
Yeah, I'm very proud of my teachers, staff, nurses, and also franchisee. We have a common goal for the safety, security, healthy, and good nurturing for the children.
That's interesting, but what else do you find personally rewarding?
Cherry Hearts students are very well-behaved, caring, creative, and adventurous. And most of them are doing well in school today.
Okay, so let me and my colleague Lydia show you around now.
Hello everyone, I'm Lydia.
Hi! I heard that you focus on the safety of the children. How do you do this?
So here in Cherry Hearts, every incident of a child hurt by a fall or knocked onto each other is scrutinized till we get to its root cause. So once we identify it, we will write a standard operating procedure to ensure every center of Cherry Hearts abides by in order to prevent a similar occurrence.
So you're dealing a lot with little kids, and a big part of growing up is that they fall and get injured a lot. So can you tell me a bit about how your team tries to limit those injuries?
So in Cherry Hearts, you may notice that the flooring is made of soft timber and every corner is protected by soft paddings. Even the walls are protected by soft padding materials so that when a child falls, it won't hurt.
So what other safety measures do you take?
So over here in Cherry Hearts, every electrical socket is covered up. We only use induction cooker without open fire. Usage of scissors and knife as well as heat laminating can only be done in the office locked away from children.
So I read on a blog that writing utensils can be a source of danger for children. How do you deal with that?
we had a brainstorm on how to prevent a child from getting hurt by sharp color pencils. So now we used a soft foam at the bottom of the color pencil container and turned all color pencils with the sharp end pointing downwards. It is now a standard operating procedure throughout the group.
Do you practice fire drills, and what else do you do to ensure safety in the unlikely occurrence of a fire?
All our center operate on the lowest floor to give children the best chance to escape. We do fire drills every quarter and create emergency settings for children and teachers to practice with. All our children are trained to hold onto a long rope while evacuating from the building, and the center manager will ensure no person is left behind in the building. In addition, we also visit the fire station to expose children to fire safety.
So have there been any intrusions so far?
Actually none, and thankfully to our security system, and the processes have been very successful. Let me show you the electromagnetic door system. And it shuts by itself and can only be opened from inside.
Surely there is other doors and windows, so what do you do to ensure security?
Although there are other doors, it is only meant for emergency usage. For daily usage, all Cherie Heart centers practice a single point of entry and exit to achieve higher security.
Can you tell me about your recipient procedures, and can anyone fictitiously claim a child at your centers?
We practice a system where upon child registration, the parent is required to nominate primary and up to 2 more secondary recipients. This is set up in our Aicha portal system. Only those who are registered recipients are allowed to pick up the children.
We noticed all of your centers have 24/7 CCTV recordings. How does this help security?
CCTV monitors normally 16 to 25 sites. Within the center, we monitor happenings in every nook and corner to track down intruders or potential intruders.
So here's the children's library. I hope all of you are comfortable.
So Emma, tell us about how you prevent viruses from spreading.
We do thorough checkup with the children 3 times a day. We check their temperature, we check their mouth, hand and foot if there are any symptoms.
What if the child has a high temperature?
Well, we have a sick bay provided for the children so they can rest. While they are resting, we will give their parents a call so they can go see a doctor or they can go back home and rest.
How do you prevent a cold from spreading?
We feed the children with cod's liver oil every morning to strengthen their antibodies, and we also sanitize their hands every day. So if there are symptoms, we immediately separate them and put them in a sick bay.
So children tend to lie on the floor and put their mouths on different surfaces. How do you maintain hygiene in the centres?
So we use the best organic, non-chemical cleaning solution to mop the floors and clean the dishes. I think we do better than most homes.
Yeah. How often do you do full-scale cleanings?
Well, actually, all the time. We employ a full-time cleaner here who does nothing but clean, clean and clean.
So what happens when contagious viruses such as hand-foot-mouth disease occur?
Well, in such cases, we will immediately contact the child's parents.
What about the other kids who are in contact with the sick child?
We will also inform their parents and to observe if there are any symptoms occur. Next, we will immediately use antiseptic to clean out all areas where the child has been.
What about dust and air circulation?
So we use air purifier at every class, and we also air the centers overnight.
Do you mind telling us about the languages that are taught here?
Sure. We're an English medium speaking school, so everyone communicates in English. And if any foreign child has no knowledge about English, they can learn fast here because in a few weeks they can learn to say a few words in English, and in 2 to 3 months they can communicate in a full sentence. So here we adopt a higher syllabus of Chinese language, and we adopt it from Singapore, and we also teach Bahasa Malaysia. So children, they can choose to go local or they can go to international school.
How do you ensure that the children retain all the knowledge they learn here?
So our school, we practice what the industry called the experiential learning. So this is where the child will have to use all their 5 senses together. It includes their touch, their feel, what they used to hear, their sight, and also taste. So these 5 senses has the highest retention.
That was really interesting. Can you tell us a bit more?
Sure, why not? So let me give you an example. When children learn about flowers, we actually bring a pot of plant with flowers into the classroom. So with that, the children are able to touch the plant. They can also feel the leaves and also smell the flowers. So we let them see a real flowers instead of giving them a picture of a flower. So research found that it retains the subject much longer.
Could you tell us about the curriculum and the nurturing of children here?
Sure. The books in yellow, the books in green, and also the books in white. It actually contains the methodology and SOP of how we should teach the child, where we should teach them, and also how we engage with the child, what games and activities we can help to interest them, and also how we begin and end the lesson, as well as what questions we can ask them during the classes, and also what books to read, what spelling tests to do, and much more.
That was very thorough indeed, but where does it all come from?
Well, we adopt the best child nurturing from the West, from Boston University, and from the East, Nanjing University, and we combine them to ensure that the child are both adventurous and curious, yet they are disciplined and also have good mannerism.
What age of children do you cater for?
Well, we are ready and also qualified with full facilities including SOP for handling children between the age of 2 months to 6 years old.
What is a typical day at Cherie Hearts like? Could you please let us know about the whole day program?
Okay, so most parents, they are working and they will drop off their children between 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. And we will feed them, nurture them, bath, and also give them nap and also playtime until 5 p.m. Between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., that's when their parents will come and pick them up.
Is the nurturing at Cherie Hearts purely academic?
Well, at Cherie Hearts, we take nurturing holistically to include building character, having discipline, respecting others, caring and sharing, willing to try, being independent, and also having fun while learning their alphabets, numbers, and also their languages.
How do teachers prepare for their lessons?
Well, as the principal, I check their daily preparation, including the materials they use, the information, whether they comply with the lesson plan SOP, and also I will visit their class randomly to check whether they are delivering the correct lesson or not.
Thank you very much, girls. I hope you all enjoy yourself today and learned a lot in early childhood education.
Well, on behalf of my team, I would like to thank everybody at Cherie Hearts for all your hard work today. I'm glad that we are all able to agree that your group offers the best all-around environment that takes every effort to provide a safe, healthy, secure, and nurturing environment here in Malaysia.
Your centre has definitely met and exceeded the criterion set by all of us, and we'll definitely be recommending the school to parents.
Thank you. This completes our assessment and visit. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.